Howdy, folks. Live from Big Top, Chautauqua. Welcome to another episode of Tent Show Radio. I can't believe another year's going around. Is that a Big Top? I see they're lying on the ground. Ballyhoo. Ah, ballyhoo. Support for Tent Show Radio is provided by Travel Wisconsin. Fun ideas for your Wisconsin getaway, from dining and destinations to attractions and accommodations, are available at travelwisconsin.com or on our app for iPhone and Android. And by ldquo, specializing in Norwegian and American cuisine with heirloom recipes and pies made from scratch, with each crust rolled by hand. ldquo.com. And now here's your host of Tent Show Radio, best-selling author, humorist, singer-songwriter, and part-time pig farmer, Michael Perry.
Thank you, Phil, and howdy, Tent Show folks. It's great to be way up north here under the beautiful blue and pearl gray canvas. This fine, stout tent at the foot of Mount Asheville Bay, overlooking the ancient waters surrounding the Apostle Islands, and just one sailful of breeze away from Chequamegon Bay. The performance you're about to hear is one in a long, long tradition of singing, dancing, and storytelling, performed live and in person beneath this beautiful tent. We keep our pitch from June until the autumn moons, and we'd be most grateful if you choose to join us. You'll find a complete schedule at bigtop.org. We hope you join us, and if you do, when the first note rises from the stage, we think you'll understand why patrons and performers alike love to say, Big Top Chautauqua. It's the Carnegie Hall of tent shows. Tonight on Tent Show Radio, we've pulled the benches and the floor is wide open for the raw, exuberant, driving sounds of Nahko and Medicine for the People. And later on, during intermission, I'll discuss those times when it's really dark. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a special night in the Big Top. We've pulled the benches from the floor so the audience can dance right on the solid earth. And waiting backstage, the perfect band of spirits for just such a night. Nahko and Medicine for the People are exuberant, powerful, and soulful. Known to weave their songs with heavy news and thorny issues, they do so through music driven by rhythmic hope for the triumph of the human spirit. There's always room for redemption and celebration. Ladies and gentlemen, the gravel is all yours. Get ready to whirl for Nahko and Medicine for the People.
Some nice weather y'all are having up here. I don't usually get to experience this kind of weather, so I put on this is all the clothing I have. I woke up this morning in Minneapolis and it was just as cold, I feel like, and I have one shirt. My mother's always like, oh my God, don't you think you need more shirts? And I'm always like, man, if it gets cold, I'm gonna leave. I can't leave, I gotta be here tonight, you know, so. Yeah. But I heard tell that this is kind of warm weather for y'all, so I'm gonna bite the bullet. I'm gonna stick with it. All right. But yes, thank you all so much for being here. This is special for us. I think open it up with some proper and recognize the spirits of this land and recognize our ancestors that are here with us this evening. For the West, for the East, for the North, for the South, grandfather, I'm calling out. Grandmother, I'm calling out. For the West, for the East, for the North, for the South. Grandfather, I'm calling out. Grandmother, I'm calling out. Oh, Chautauqua Ocean, this is the place for all my relations. Bring celebration, meditation, giving thanks for all of creation. We are so provided for. 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 All of the blessings I receive, how could they have been bestowed upon me? So I'll put it all back in the ground, back in the soil where I am found. It all started. Waku Tonkin Skan Skan. Something holy moves here on the land. It is my brothers and my sisters' hands. It is the way we make our plans. We don't make this is it. What is this? This is Eden. Eden is where I live and where I give my whole being to the Great Spirit. We're not waiting, we're on our way. I hope my Chautauqua Ocean, this is the place for all my relations. Bring celebration through meditation, giving thanks for all of creation. We are so provided for. 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 Hope. Thank you so much. Let's give a warm welcome to Medicine for the People, shall we? Come on now. shine and the moon don't rise, and it's psycho. There will come a day. There will come a day. There will come a day. There will come a day when the stars fall from heaven. All except 7. I'm seated on my horse with my face towards Taurus, and I'll travel out. I got a spirit in my house, he's been talking to me. Got a spirit in my house, he's been working through me. He's got me talking in my sleep, he's got me waking in my dreams, and I am trembling. I got my skull and my belly, gonna ride it all down. Got my skull and my belly, gonna ride it all down. Gonna write down what I remember, and I am trembling. If we're all one, then why are we all divided? If we're all one, then why are we all divided? Come and day, there will come a day, there will come a day when the waves don't break and the earth does shake, and I'm waking to the quaking of an earth speaking, waking to the quaking of an earth speaking. She says there will come a day, there will come a day, there will come a day, there will come a day when the stars fall from heaven, all except 7. I'm seated on my horse with my face towards Taurus, and I'll travel on. I saw a white buffalo coming down on the hills. Saw an old white owl flying out from the field. He was coming for me. He was delivering a message. He said, there is a wolf in you. The earth began to move. I heard trumpets playing, and a voice was saying, you better stop preparing. Stop preparing, and I am traveling. I keep my bow to my back and my back to the door. Keep a close eye out for the flash of a spark, but all I'll see one star. He's a map, but he's a mark, and I am trembling. If we're all one, then why are we all divided? If we're all one, then why are we all divided? If we're all one, then why are we all divided? One can talk, and when will we be united? Okay. If I must go, then I will go ride it. There back in the storm, dark gray lightning. Hey! If I must go, then I will go ride it. Bareback into a storm, dark gray lightning. getting warmer. All right, let's sing one of our clean waters in our fresh water in our rivers and our mountains out here. And for all the caretakers of the land, let's sing this one for us, okay? Ho! 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 0. Let's do another one for the open road. It's been crazy getting through last winter, but the ocean has been such good company. You can feel the earth tilting back and forth, oh, back and forth. Here I Lee Park next to the curb. In Portland I cringe at growing up in the suburbs, but I'll wash dishes for a quick cash spin till April comes and it's into the wilderness again. Oh, 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 Father Mountain, show your face, where has the movement gone for our equal race? Oh, Father Mountain, answer me, so be mountain, I follow thee. Fa-da, 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 la-da-da-da, sha-da, fa-da. And then reveal to me in the strangest places. I take it as no astrological sign that the eighth wonder has read in my mind. You can feel the earth tilting back and forth, oh, back and forth. Unity and our common bond will bless this trail, and dirt we trod upon our way to the birds, and my bitter back burns. Smile like you mean it, and I will be returned. Oh, 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 Father Mountain, show your face, where has the movement gone for our equal race? Oh, Father Mountain, answer me, so be mountain, I'll follow thee. Let's go! Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, la-da-da-da-da-da-ba-da. Oh man, what kind of power's in me? Oh man, can you see it's hurting? Oh man, what kind of fire's in me? Oh man, can you see it burning? Oh man, I got some power in me. Oh man, can you see it's hurting? Oh man, I got some fire in me. Oh man, can you see it burning? Has anybody here seen my old friend Mike Brown? Can you tell me where he's gone, gone, gone? He freed a lot of people, but it seems too good die young. I just looked around and he's gone, gone, gone. Every cell is transforming, and we turn into original concepts to construct. And then I started a shape shift, and the animals within me grew tails and talons. I used to ride on the back of a whale to the darkest of the ocean and ate off the bottom. And then I traveled dimensions in the place that I rode upon. Oh, elephants and zebras. Oh, elephants and zebras. Well, I dream of my future big time, yeah. What it would be like to always have clean water. And if we left the tree standing, and they filled to the air, and we breathed it in deeply. So I traveled across Native America. I saw the sickness taking form in all its small children. What if I could give to my people, yeah? Well, a piece of my peace will be with you always. If I could give to my people, yeah. Well, a piece of my peace will be with you always. Oh, be with you always. Oh, be with you always. I never thought I needed medicine, but I was spiritually dying. I needed some healing, so I opened my mouth and took a dose of the music. Then I sat and prayed for guidance, now teach me to use it. I pray for guidance, now teach me to use it. I pray for guidance now. And it definitely matters how you look at it. And it definitely matters how you look at it. So if you think you can risk it, well, what an opportunity to be free of it. Said if you think you can risk it, well, what an opportunity to be free. The wild horses, and we're blazing these trails through uncertain territory. I take a toke and reflect with coyote. We're dreaming up new ways to bring all the outcasts home. I take my place in the choir, and we're singing new songs of freedom and progress. And we're delivering the babies, yeah. And we're birthing up the next 7 generations. So we're delivering the babies, yeah. And we're birthing up the next 7 generations. Oh, 7 generations. 7 generations. I never thought I needed medicine, but I was spiritually dying. I needed some healing, so I opened my mouth and took a dose of the music. Then I sat and prayed for guidance, now teach me to use it. I pray for guidance, now teach me to use it. I pray for guidance, now give me the music. And it definitely matters how you look at it. And it definitely matters how you look at it. So if you think you can risk it, well, what an opportunity to be free of it. Said if you think you can risk it, well, what an opportunity to be free.
You are listening to 10th Show Radio.
Welcome back to Tent Show Radio, folks. From the backstage dressing room with the one lonely little light bulb burning. There are times in the dark when I cannot sleep and find myself downstairs in that cold belly of time between midnight and dawn, worrying about everything and nothing in particular, all at once. In winter, this garden variety existential dread is exacerbated by the dark firebox of the extinguished wood stove, a black hole that suddenly seems emblematic of all human futility in the face of a sub-zero universe. This line of thinking being a tad overwrought, I crumple up a few pages of the Weekly Shopper, add some finely split pine, and blow. The flames don't leap up immediately in any sense. The very idea of my family asleep always deepens my worry about whether I can serve them the way I should, if I can do my part to keep house and home together, if they will survive all that bad luck or fate might bring. If. In light of what horrors stalk humanity in those parts of the world where it is dark no matter the time of day, I'm aware that my unease is a boutique and egocentric indulgence. Even within just a few square miles, someone is sleepless with actual terminal concerns, or a baby with a fever that won't break, or fearing a sound at the door. A few years ago, I had occasion to converse with an Iraqi couple newly fled to our Midwestern county. As our children played in the next room, the mother described the mortal roulette of releasing her daughter to school and waiting in fear for her safe return, even as terror crept the streets and kidnappings grew ever more commonplace. This is the sort of thing I'm prone to describe as unimaginable. But of course, that's its own sort of privileged provincial insult. So it's tempting to get into buck-up mode and mock the anxiety. But I wonder, as long as they aren't allowed to devolve into paralytic self-indulgence, can uncertainties at 3 a.m. be woven into threads of empathy? How can we help the helpless unless we experience even the slightest anti-gravity of helplessness ourselves? How can we soften our heart unless we crack the cocksure shell? I can promise you it's been years, decades likely, since I've felt cocksure. Life has a way of modifying your strut. But I still require regular reminders of how little we control in this life, and how quickly we fool ourselves into thinking we're commanding the ship. It's good for me to remember that my easy answer to another person's problem may not be the answer at all. People are fighting unknowable battles. No phrase is more smugly presumptive than, "Get a job." After a few puffs of breath, the Weekly Shopper begins to smoke. Then comes the first lick of orange, then another, then the flaming flutter and flow. I leave the draft wide open and the door cracked until things are going at a roar. Sometimes it seems our entire globe glows with righteous rage. It occurs to me that perhaps my favorite sort of person is a sinner with a sense of humor. So much damage is done by fear. So much is overcome by simply doing what little we can. I close the firebox door and slide the damper down. The flame burns steadiest when drawing against some resistance. All right, let's get some more resistance. Head on out of this dark little space and back to the big bright stage for more from Nahko and Medicine for the People.
I'm feeling anxious, ancient and ageless. Keynotes, key tones, keywords and phrases. Feel the hatred deepen in my youth. I feel the counter energy, the way that it's used as the matrix. Giving naked to nameless, joy in the darkest of forms. Sky full of lightning, deserts full of storms. Oh, 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 oh. I want everything and nothing at all. I prefer to be vulnerable. Spiritually coming of age. Care less if I die tomorrow today. God, brother, hawk marking my strides. Body's a burden and a lot of go signs. Wait, making the mountains in clouds. The medicine is the music and the music is right now. Walla, oh, 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 oh. Alla, oh, 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 oh. Alla, oh, 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 oh. And the universe is our universe. In my definitions always changing. Is my asking, what are we chasing? Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey. Got a dream much bigger than me. We all got our own community. No slave to no dollar bill. No master could break my will. No God could ever move me to kill. Nobody that was for a meal. Cause I'm hungry and I'm ready to fight. I got young blood stress and I'm ready to survive tonight. Allah, oh, 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 oh. Allah, oh, 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 oh. Allah, oh, 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 oh. To connect all the dots in the sky. To connect to the meaning underneath your eyes. We are machines to be colonialized. We are beneath it, we are bound to rise tonight. La la oh oh oh. La la oh oh oh. La la oh oh oh. And I feel like a feather swooping down on my prey. Well, I could be a monster, but I feel like I'm changing every day. It's passing, what are we chasing? Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey. Unite, all my people, all nations unite, all my people, all nations unite, all my people, all nations unite, all my people. All nations unite. All my people. All nations unite. Let's go. All my people. All nations unite. All my people. All nations unite. All my people. All nations unite, all my people. All nations unite, all my people. All nations unite, all my people. All nations unite. All nations unite. All nations unite. I'm on the verge of everything. reluctant to be surrendered into honesty. Tiptoe to the edge of my destiny. Free fall backwards, grey mystery. Speaking to me, the pain of the youth. The confusion of the people and the struggle for truth. Time to regroup and do the ambition of a nation. Zombies treading on decaying foundation. Wasting, creating hostility among us. Turning our back on our mother. Look at what we've done. These people are relentless, senseless, violent, and racist. But I'm finding inspiration in my day-to-day endless. Positivity can definitely be contagious, persuasive, cause I'm speaking my truth. I got pennies in my pockets, but I'm picking fresh fruits. Cause I live in a land of abundance. I live in a land of abundance. Where the rain off my roof is sacred and precious, and now we get around can be found in riding horses. Enormous with the courage that we like to front, bringing it back to the land when there was food to hunt. I got one last thing on my mind. I'm learning the language of the planet we inhabit and stab it with the chemicals that we practice and have had it with habits. It's tragic. This trajectory course that we're on, separated from the dirt, from ourselves, from the song. Every robot sings with his hand to his heart. I will kill for God and I will hit my mark. And I will stand like a fool for 3 colors of treason. Nobody's bombing me, but other countries are weeping. Chopping the mountains in half. Can't you hear the earth screaming? Blah, blah, blah. Blood oil for dinner, better have an appetite. Cause we rape, pillage, and plunder so you can heat your house tonight. I remember, I forgive, give. I remember, I forgive, give. I remember, I forgive, give. I remember, I forgive. We are the ones, we are the ones, we are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the ones, we are the ones, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Oh, my people, all nations unite. Oh, my people, all nations unite. Oh, my empowered people, put your ones up. Oh, my empowered people, put your ones up. Recognize our tribe, they're independent and restless, searching for purpose beneath the rubble and wreckage. The message, forgiveness starts with me. Stop blaming other people, take on the responsibility of generations to come. May they live in a world without governments and guns. Your people killed my people killed your people, but our people are one people. United by compassion for humanity's sake, we wake and meditate in the light of a new day. New chapter in the book of 1,000 tongues, we shall overcome. We are the ones, we are the ones, we are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the ones, we are the ones, we are the ones we've been waiting for. Lend your ears, lend your hands, lend your movement, anything you can. Come to teach, come to be taught, come in the likeness and the image of God. 'Cause you can be like that, with all that humbleness and all that respect. All of the power invested in me, be it hard to love my enemies. All of the black bags over the heads of the dead and dying. The more I understand about the human race, the less I comprehend about our purpose and place. And maybe if there was a clearer line, the curiosity would satisfy. Time-based prophecies that kept me from living. In the moment I am struggling to trust the divinity of all the gods and what the they have planned for us. I cry for the creatures who get left behind, but everything will change in the blink of an eye. And if you wish to survive, you will find the guide inside. Find the guide inside. I go back and forth every single day. The parody comes in the choppy way. The feelings, the places, the seasons change. The galaxies remain. Many they feel upon a lot in space. The angels that I got within the river to waste. The cage to keep it different from a river to base. And pull them on when the planets are placed in polar alignment. We're on assignment. Bodies on consignment. Return them to the circus. And what is the purpose? What is the purpose? And would you believe it? Would you believe it if you knew what you were for? And how you became so informed. Bodies of info performing such miracles. I am a miracle made up of particles. In this existence I'll stay persistent, and I'll make a difference, and I will have lived it. Let's go! Aloha, aloha, keakua, keakua. Aloha, aloha, kuleana, kuleana. Aloha, aloha, keakua, keakua. Aloha, aloha, kuleana, kuleana. Aloha, aloha, keakua, keakua. Aloha, aloha, kuleana, kuleana. How y'all feeling? You doing right? To make sense. It all starts to make sense. With all these omens, we've been calling it in. It all starts to make sense. All my thoughts, and particularly my prayers, have not forgotten the indigenous. For the Western man's been working so hard against us. With these Western man is standing, his land management and his fancies or the way he protects and the way he preserves and the way he neglects the people that came first, you know, the same ones that he massacred. And it all starts to make sense. Where we're going, where we're at, and where we've been. It all starts to make sense. Well, creator, the behavior of the collective youth definitely seems to be in favor of the Western man's invasion. I see him bumping fear like an ivy, spreading it like a disease, and all the while building a clueless army of God-fearing youth with no knowledge of the truth, and their selfishness is so ugly, and it all starts to make sense. Where we're going, let's talk to your children, please. It all starts to make sense. The itty-bitty economy's based on geography, fueled by spectators and their money, and their need for things that will not last. So go on, build a hotel, a gift shop in the wilderness. Making a profit, capitalizing on it, and on the wild trampling on everything that is sacred, and it all starts to make sense. Shit. Why the Western man destroys things he doesn't understand. It all starts to make sense. Yeah. All these patterns and wasteful destructive practices. Here we go. Living like a third world country inside this country. Forgive the government that puts the people in poverty, and it bothers me when the people are going hungry and corporate companies that got the cupboards full of groceries. It's disgusting how you can do nothing and complain about the situation in which you're living, and it all starts to make sense. They're vultures of culture, and they're picking on all my friends, man. It all starts to make sense. Oh, indigenous empowerment. Well, I dedicate my life to the people who need the light, health, and right of others game on the land, and their lives in no cutting like a knife, or the lives by the stars independent of this democracy is really what about my request to being the bold, to tribe undefeatable, and viciously moving towards solutions that are feasible, unbelievable. All the slow-moving people, they could care less just as long as they are comfortable. It's unforgivable because the condition now are critical. Whether or not you're ready, we are now approaching the pinnacle. It's difficult to see exactly what to do, but the change begins with me, and I reflect it back to you, and 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 all of y'all.
that feel right? Make the movement move, yeah. 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 Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nahko, medicine for the people. Spreading that sound all over the world.
From the top of Wisconsin, Tent Show Radio is a production of the nonprofit Lake Superior Big Top Chautauqua, the summer home of Tent Show Radio. Support for Tent Show Radio is provided by Travel Wisconsin. Fun ideas for your Wisconsin getaway, from dining and destinations to attractions and accommodations, are available at travelwisconsin.com or on our app for iPhone and Android. And we're brought to you by the Bayfield Chamber and Visitor Bureau, Bayfield, Wisconsin. Offering sailing and kayaking among 22 pristine islands, gourmet restaurants, art galleries, and historic lodging. Information online at bayfield.org. And we're brought to you by the Bayfield Inn, located on the shoreline of Lake Superior, proudly hosting Bayfield's visitors for nearly 100 years. Rooftop deck bar and events for all occasions. Online at thebayfieldinn.com.
Well, folks, that's our show for tonight. Whether you join us in the tent or join us in the air, whether you beam us or stream us, we're as grateful as a guy crawling out of the darkness. Remember, the Big Top is open all summer long and into autumn, and has been for going on 3 decades now. We'd love it if you came up and or over for a show. And if you're traveling by World Wide Web, I'd be grateful if you dropped by to visit me, your grateful Tent Show radio host, at sneezingcow.com. Yep, just the way it sounds. I'm going to head on back home now in a night lit by light. Drive careful. If you can't drive careful, watch out for the other guy. We'll see you next time, and remember, where I come from and here at Tent Show Radio, nobody ever says goodbye. They just say, well, I suppose.